Radio. Anaitwa Jamil. You May Love. It's playing right here on Morning Vibes. 20 minutes to 9 a.m. Gentlemen, mko tayari? Let's do it. Tunaye Erick.
Erick. Tunaye Erick. Hamtamweza.
Karibu sana Erick.
Nashukuru sana mwanangu.
Karibu sana Morning Vibes, tumekusubiri kwa hamu na gamu.
Yeah.
Bana nimwambia changamkeni.
Mazetu tumekungoja man.
Mimi sana nimechelewa.
Yeah.
Mimi niliwaambia ladies are always late. Erick, uko fiti?
Jesus Christ.
Man, it's so good to see you. I can't remember the last time you
Yeah.
Uko fiti?
Niko fiti.
Loving the hair, by the way.
Thanks so much. Asante sana.
Sasa, you know, I think first, unless you have a debate, I think you are the hardest working entertainer in the 254.
Point blank period.
As in, kuna wase, I mean, hata mimi ni entertainer. Tunafanya, kila mtu anafanya hustle yake, and we appreciate everybody's hustle. But I truly watch you, and you're really, when you say yani leo unashanga kuna inauguration hata kabla Reggae hajafanya hiyo kitu Erick ashai predict kwa hiyo same podium.
Yes.
How do you create content, Erick?
You know, I once had Jalango say on a radio station like this one, he said he was talking about talent and encouraging young guys, and he said talent is only 10%, yeah, and the hard work is 90%, yeah. So many people are talented, yeah, but you have to put in the work, yeah. So maze nilichukua hiyo vibe na nikakimbia nayo. Najua there's so many funny people in this country or in this continent, yeah. So many. I mean, if we are to rank the funniest, maybe nitakuja huko number 18, yeah. Kuna watu funny sana kwa hii country. So you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work.
Is that the key to a timeless career?
Hard work. You always have to put in the work. I started comedy in 2008, and I can tell you something. I joined Instagram in 2010. 2011.
Must be like 14 Apple.
Yeah. 2011. Every week for 14 years. Every week I've done at least 2 contents. Every week for 14 years. Go through my feed. Every week I've done content.
Yeah.
I don't know if you fathom that. For 14 years hakuna wiki
content.
Na kuna siku zingine zenye uamka na una feel leo tasitaki watu wanione, as in you know, because you always seem like you're on. Yes. Right? And there must be times when you don't want even autaki hata mtu aseme the word Erick, unataka tu yani
hiyo ni as recent as jana.
Yeah.
Jana as
really?
Yeah. Sometimes you just una your energy.
Yeah.
I was in town at a restaurant yesterday, and some guy slapped me on the back. Nilikuwa nimechoka, niko na njaa, niko na moods, nikasikia tu Erick with ugali in my hand, as I was eating Sheila. Akanivuta na ugali. Wacha hiyo kuja salami. This is my daughter. This is my son. Wait, let me call my mom. Salami. And he slapped his phone on my ear.
That is so crazy.
There's an interview, how do you end? Julie kuna nasema vile your mom uko home back in the day, alikuwa anabonga na mabesi zake, anasema my son anachekesha tu huko Nairobi tu when what does your mom think about this whole product, this brand, this individual?
My mom is a worried one for a very long time. She keeps telling me the same thing, like dude, just chill, man.
It's too much.
Yeah, relax. Just breathe. She's always worried that akiambiwa she no longer gets surprised. Akiona ni mtoto wake ametrend, sasa amefanya nini?
Amezoea sasa.
Mbona Otis? Amefanya nini? But she's gotten used to it.
Why do you work so hard?
You know,
because you work really hard.
First of all, the passion. Because that energy haizi kuwa ni inatoka tu from myself, ati najiamsha naoga. I think it's passion. I love art. I love art. And every time I observe something, I just get itchy and I want to do it. I want to recreate it. I want to it's for me, it's in my bone marrow. Kitu napenda sana. Number 2, I came out of I was brought up in poverty, and I fear it. I see taki.
Yeah.
So it's I have to get out of it, and I have to get my family out of it.
Unajua kuna kitu inaitwa we're discussing it with a friend of mine last week. Tulikuwa tunaongea juu ya wasenyo umetoka poverty, including myself. Kuna kitu inaitwa trauma ya poverty. So unafanya kazi, you don't realize that ni hiyo trauma yenye uli experience. Yani unasema hey, ndio nilale alafu kesho hii opportunity, so one day nikuwa msoto alafu nikumbuke tunakumbuka ile siku ulikuwa umelala. And that drives you. It really drives you, but at some point uta relax. Would you want your kids to be working this hard?
No.
Wow.
No.
Why?
Okay, if they want to, let them, but I'd love, I don't want them to be lazy, but I don't want them to sweat as much. Yeah, I don't want them to sweat as much, because I saw my dad sweat and we still kind of suffered kidogo. And so I was wondering, why was my dad sweating that much if I also have to sweat this much? So I'd love my kids not to be lazy, but at least to find something to you know.
Ungetaka watu wako wafanye comedy?
Comedy ni ngumu. Chakesha kwanza wa Kenya. If I was American, maybe. If I was South African, Kenyans are the hardest to make laugh. Kenyans are funny. Naturally, they're funny. Something happens and they go berserk on Twitter with memes and stuff.
In terms of comedy, what's your favorite type of content to do? Is it politics? Ama maybe to entertainment? Something unique? Maybe
politics. Yes, Kenya is a political country, and we've had for the past 10 years we've had a president that is not imitatable, if there's a word like that. You know, Kibaki was quite sport, Moi was, and I feel like Ruto is.
Ruto akona content.
Akona content.
But kati Ruto na Rigiji nani akona content?
Good one.
Really?
Rigiji akona ready. Bado Ruto hajaanza. Bado aliswahili na kaenda US. Ruto has a lot of content. If you ask me, more than Rigiji ni go to.
Na maybe vile udi.
Akishonewa.
Jana mliona kwa nini? Jana nilimwona akipiga speech hapo, ilikuwa Harambee House. Alikuwa amedunga.
Sasa design ameingia. Kudunga ni hivyo.
So you need somebody to be like on the natural weird element ndo upate content.
Yes. Mtu anakuja kwamba lakini bwana wacha pombe ama punguza. Mtu when he speaks, there is content. Even Rigiji. I think so. So that duo will give us a lot of content. And you have to do politics because Kenya is very political.
Manze supenda siasa. Do you believe okay, I personally believe competition is good for content creators, for business people. Compare ko rather nani kwa industry.
Sina compare, and that is very sad. That's very sad.
For real una.
For real sina compare. Let me tell you the truth. I was I'm the firstborn of this generation's comedy. As in terms of Churchill. I was the firstborn. That was for 15 years ago. I'm not supposed to be here, the one still doing this stuff at this level. As you say, I retire, but I feel like generally the industry is asleep. Comedy, music, I feel like that. Generally it is.
And unafikiri watu wamelala kwa nini?
I don't know what happened somewhere along the way, because 11 years ago we were quite a vibe, we were vibrant. I don't know, especially to music and even comedy. I don't know whether we were overtaken by other sounds, bongo, afro. But I will tell you the truth that if we're not asleep, we are dead.
Maybe somebody can say maybe it's because art doesn't pay in Kenya that much. So now he comedy
and does art pay?
Bro, art pays.
The perception.
No, only too much. It pays only to ask Combox. It pays only too much today. It pays a lot of money. That can't be the reason. That can't be the reason. I don't know what the reason. Because I think because we have talent, but we lack showbiz. And I keep telling people, there's no show business in this country.
That's a crazy point.
We are boring, we are predictable, we are complacent, and I've been saying this. We are look at Tanzania, look at Nigeria. They work on the showbiz. Who are you dating? What are you dressed in? Where are you seen? What are you eating? You know, we're just in the studio. We are more talented than Tanzanians and even Nigerians. Tukimba tunaimba better, but hatuna. Our lifestyle is not entertaining. You know,
I remember when you started the conversation about entertainment needs to wake up. And I remember all quarters walikukamia. Wase walianza, Erick. And I remember I was speaking with some artists. We were at an event and I said, I 100% agree with Erick Omondi. Why? Because around COVID time is when we really saw the sleeping. Like hiyo time ya COVID wasanii walikuwa nasema and guys, you know, I say this without fear of favor. I've spoken openly about this over and over again. Sale ama piano ilingia Kenya, Wakenya walikuwa nalia wanasema kulikuwa na lockdown, kulikuwa na curfew. fungueni kitu ndio tuweze kuperform. Lakini South African artists walikuwa in complete lockdown. Na wali find a new market to perform at here. Walikuwa na perform event in Asia at 8 p.m. And they continue to build a piano right in front of our eyes. Right now, DJs prefer to play amapiano than they prefer to play Kenyan music. Na right before COVID, Gengeton ilikuwa already ime put Kenyan music on the map. So it was just about how to figure out how to export it, right? How to package it, how to make it relevant. By the time lockdown and curfews liftiwa, amapiano had already started doing tours within the 254. So when you're asking DJs to support, or you're asking artists are saying, oh, hakuna pesa, hakuna events, there's a new sheriff in town, which is amapiano. So I completely support it.
And we were all in lockdown. Nobody was the whole continent, the whole world was in lockdown. So it's not an excuse.
So if we're speaking against the excuse, because it's something umesema wa Kenya wanafaa kuamka, showbiz in a bow, you've said a lot of things. What steps, kuna wase wanasikiza from different parts of the country, what do you think we can do to revitalize this industry?
I think I'm personally currently going around 47 counties. We are getting 3 from each county, and then we'll bring them to Nairobi. So that is 3 times 47. And we're working with governors, and we hope to work with the central government as well. We'll bring these guys to Nairobi. We'll pick 5 of them, and we'll intentionally, consciously push them so hard. Because we need a new generation. We need people who are hungry, who are passionate, people who want. Because I personally feel like we just have a group of 4 people up there who are just sleeping and complacent. They wamefika, and they don't want to push themselves. Kwamboka, you have to be entertaining. I do not care. I was fighting with some of these big artists, and I keep telling them in a layman's language, bro, you're boring. I arrive in an event with you, the way you arrive in the event, the shoes you're putting on, I mean, your life is so boring. And I keep using Diamond as an example. His life is entertaining. Yani akifika sijui show New York, sijui amebuy chini gani, sijui ana date nani, sijui amezana nani. I don't care, man. You entertainment is not about your music, man. It's about your lifestyle. We need to talk about you. When you arrive somewhere, we need to talk about. I saw a Drevani's show 3 days ago. Alifika kwa stage na sijui ni akina nani hao, There was sijui wanakaka kama wachawi, wako na torches zimewaka, sijui nini natoka huko juu. Juzi Wizkid amefika aje, amenini. I do not care. You are boring. Don't go to the studio and give us a song. We need, your life must be entertaining. It's called show business. The word show comes first. Business comes second. It is that will give you money. And our artists, the top 5, Bien, Calligraph, Otile Brown, Nadia, extremely boring.
What about the platforms, Easy Magazeti, TV, mainstream platforms? They're doing help to grow the platform, to grow showbiz.
Like Komboka says, we cannot force DJs anymore, because it is the people in the nini. Cannot force the newspapers. It is the audience that demand. Wale wameenda kwa club, wanataka nini? Wanataka nini? You get? And right now, I can tell you, Bien has been trying. His songs Mbwembwe, Inauma. If you ask me as Erick Omondi, all the hits currently ni za Wanaijo, ni za Tanzania ameanza kulala kidogo, but currently sijui Buga, sijui nini, sijui Bwana Boy amefanya nini, and you cannot fight with the DJs because they're in business, and so we have to wake up and give them, bro, in the late 90s and early 2000s, bro. Now that's what I'm talking about. You're getting? That's what I'm talking about. Those showbiz with this and Boga Balls, Akina Nameless, Akina Nazizi. They even introduced the Nganya, the Matatus. Those vibe, So we need and gonna fight na Calligraph juice. Niko naambia bro, maze, you guys ati we are putting in the work, but bro, sawa. Showbiz ati hapana.
And you know what, Erick, I have to say, unajua unasemanga a prophet is not recognized at home, but we have started to see some of the names that you've mentioned wameanza mbwembwe sasa.
Wameanza,
nimeona. Ever since you mentioned, they'll fight you, but wameanza mbwembwe. And in reality, what you're talking about is real. There are big questions being asked about why aren't our local superstars living that superstar life? Is it that muziki alipi ama entertainment alipi, ama they are the ones who are not opening up avenues to be able to make this money?
You know what's up, when you there's a principle in life. When you plant, you harvest, or when you sow, you reap. And these people, when they get money, they don't invest it back in their art. yeah, in terms of these mbwembwes, yeah. There's a very big Tanzanian artist. You will guess who it is. I won't say the name. Let me say the biggest. And when I first met him in 2012, there was a Joho event in Mombasa, and I was emceeing. And this guy arrives, and they tell me go pick him. I go to pick him to the airport. At the airport, and he's alone with his manager. So we pick him with the governor's car. We go to a radio station. Then we go to the hotel. Then 6 hours later, so he didn't post anything. 6 hours later, he posts. He says, Mombasa, I'm here. But the picture that he posts, he's with like 15 dancers and 6 band guys who are all in white at the airport, at the same airport where I picked him, where I was alone. I saw him come out of the plane. I saw I was alone. We picked him, he was with his manager. But now, in the afternoon, he posted at the same airport with his dancers. He says, we have arrived, we just landed. So I'm like, what is going on? These dancers arrived Jana with a bus. This is 2011. This story, there's a place I'm taking it. They arrived in the morning with a bus. They went back to the airport.
What?
Took me when I went, I took him to the radio station. I went, slept. Me, I posted, I said, Mombasa niko hapa. They went back to the airport, chini ya maji, they took the photos, then they posted. Do you know, later on when I asked them, the manager, why did you guys do that? He said, today, that said artist, when you invite him, you have to pay for dancers and pay for the band. But he was establishing his brand. So whoever was seeing him, ukita huyu anakujanga na hivi na hivi. So the manager told me they did that for 2 years, because when they were telling clients, no, we don't have that budget. So when the manager sees this guy and Mombasa na alikuwa na dancers, when a client sees that, that's what I'm trying to tell our artists. Invest, create, whatever you have to do, bro. It will pay off. Usitoke tu mimi naonanga wasanii. Me, I'm a comedian. Me, I'm allowed to do a lot of things. Naweza kuja na mabonsa 15 ama naweza kuja peke yangu, because we don't know whether I'm joking or I'm serious. But you as an artist, your brand is everything. Invest in it.
Showbiz. Right. Now, speaking of showbiz, man, today I was asking the Mandems, Erick atakuja ka atakuja ka one of his characters, and one of our favorite characters of yours at the moment in Umependa, Ugodem.
Divalicious.
Divalicious. But Erick, you're really beautiful. Nimeona mamande mkisema wako cute, as in ukipatana na Erick, ukipatana na Divalicious, unaweza mchota. Kuna wase wengi wenye uangalia comedy yako hawaelewi kuna art na kuna your person. Kuna wale wanasema hii ni toast. What do you tell these people?
I tell those people, when I say that we are predictable and boring, that's what I mean. Because you can tell what these comedians are going to do next, because they've been doing the same thing over and over. Nika kukula ugali na mboga. You need to
switch it up.
Switch it up and you can balance that. So the comedy is not predictable. You don't know what I'm going to do today.
What does it take to be inside the mind of a babe?
Of
a girl? I mean, if I have to act like a guy all the time, kuna part tu nita baby it out, you know. But you keep in character. So unajiambia nini ama una hang out na nani ndio unajua matabia za madibu?
Exactly. So I do a lot of research. I observe a lot, and then I look, like I have so many followers on my social media, and 70% of them are women or ladies, if you like. And so I have segments of audiences, and the biggest is women, ladies, So when I come up with a character like Divalicious, I'm talking to them, something that they can relate to it. So maybe dudes, wanaume watakuwa like, bro, maze hii ni toast maze, but me know what I'm doing. And then I wake up the following day and I give them, this is yours, this is for the ladies, you get. And people need to understand that is art. All the biggest comedians from Martin Lawrence to Eddie Murphy to Tyler Perry to Kevin Hart to Chris Rock, to all of them, they have done that, and it's usually very smart. It's a lot of intelligence. You're speaking to a segmented audience. So Kenyans, they are just waking up to that, because you see, when Flacco does it, I want shida, or when Chris Kena want shida,
or when Terrence does it.
Yes, I want shida, because I'm about to leso akafunga kitamba, but now mimi nimeenda
all out.
So yani you know, Jesse texted. Jesse was talking to, I think it's Ambare.
Yeah.
When Ambare posted that picture.
Yeah.
And in that moment.
Yeah.
When they were WhatsApping each other and they didn't know it was me, so Jesse was like, hey,
Nilikwambia wewe ni beautiful man.
Tumia namba kama Nyeri kumwona kale
Erick.
Nimecheki the people.
And I want us to hold that thought. We're at the top of the hour. Remember, we're hanging out with Erick Omondi. Na kupatia nafasi umuulize swali 1, 2, 3 right after the news. But right now, we're at the top of the hour. It's 9 a.m.